Okay. Bonsoir, mesdames et messieurs. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. I will first of all start by just saying a couple of comments. The first one, j'aimerais remercier notre administration. I'd like to thank our administration for the ceremony that we had on Friday, the lighting of the trees, la cérémonie d'illumination des arbres. Congratulations. It was well done and well attended. Secondly, I would like to announce some upcoming events. Sunday, December the 7th, 2025, we've got le déjeuner avec le Père Noël, Breakfast with Santa, followed at noon by our food drive, notre collecte de denrées alimentaires. Et les produits vont être acheminés à deux banques alimentaires. Il y en a une, c'est On Rock à Pierrefonds, et l'autre aussi à Pierrefonds, West Island Mission. Thirdly, I would like to update you on our patinoire réfrigérée, our refrigerated rink. I'll be reading a text in French, and I'll ask the counselor of Oliver to basically read the English portion. And it goes like this. J'ai le plaisir de vous annoncer une grande nouveauté pour notre ville, l'ouverture prochaine de la toute première patinoire réfrigérée de Kirkland, située au parc Oliver. Après plusieurs semaines de préparation, la patinoire sera prête à recevoir les premiers arrosages pour la formation de la glace dès ce mercredi 3 décembre. Nos équipes travailleront jour et nuit afin de livrer la patinoire le plus rapidement possible avec un objectif d'ouverture autour du 15 décembre, ou même avant si tout se déroule comme prévu. Nous sommes particulièrement fiers de pouvoir offrir cette nouvelle installation fin prête pour le congé des fêtes, afin que nous puissions en profiter dès la période la plus festive de l'année. La formation des opérateurs de surface, la fameuse Zamboni, se fera la semaine prochaine. Une ouverture progressive, ce qu'on appelle un soft launch, est prévue avant l'inauguration officielle. Donc, la date sera bientôt annoncée sur notre site Web et notre page Facebook. Je tiens à préciser que cette patinoire est une première pour Kirkland. Certaines municipalités voisines en sont déjà à leur 3e ou 4e en opération. Mais pour nous, il s'agit d'un projet entièrement nouveau. Cela signifie que nous avons dû construire la base, tester les systèmes et former notre personnel pour cette première année. Nous sommes très fiers de franchir cette étape et nous avons hâte de vous accueillir sur la glace du parc Oliver très bientôt. Now I would ask Nancy to read the English portion.
Okay. I am pleased to announce an exciting new addition to our town. The upcoming opening of Kirkland's very first refrigerated skating rink located at Hollifer Park. After several weeks of preparation, the rink will be ready for the first water sprays to build up the ice starting this Wednesday, December 3rd. Our teams will work day and night to deliver the rink as quickly as possible, with a target opening date around December the 15th, or even earlier if everything goes according to plan. We are especially proud to confirm that this new facility will be fully ready for the holiday season, so everyone can enjoy it during the most festive time of year. Zamboni operator training will take place next week. A soft launch is planned before the official inauguration, the date of which will be announced soon on our website and our Facebook page. I want to emphasize that this rink is a first for Kirkland. Some neighboring municipalities are already on their 3rd and 4th year of operation, but for us, this is an entirely new project. That means we had to build the base, test the systems, and train our staff for the first year. We are very proud to reach this milestone and look forward to welcoming you to the ice at Hollifer Park very soon. Thank you.
Thank you, Nancy. Okay, now we'll start our notre séance régulière du conseil, our regular sitting of the municipality. So It's all yours.
Donc, l'ouverture de la séance. Ouverture de la séance. Au point 2, adoption de l'ordre du jour. It is proposed to adopt the agenda of the present regular sitting of December 1st, 2025 as submitted.
I need somebody to propose.
I'll propose it, Dominic Zito.
And second,
I'll second that, Mike Brown.
thank you.
Au point 3.1, ratification du procès-verbal de la séance ordinaire tenue le 10 novembre 2025 à 19h. Donc, il est proposé d'approuver, tel que déposé, le procès-verbal de la séance ordinaire tenue le 10 novembre 2025 à 19h.
Un proposeur
Je le propose, Luciano Picciacchia.
et secondé par.
Je le second, Nancy Kokinesitis.
Merci.
Au point 4, les comptes payables, il est proposé de confirmer et d'approuver le paiement d'un montant total de 3 935 901,51 pour l'ensemble des chèques émis et annulés, les dépôts directs et les paiements préautorisés pour la période du 1er novembre au 30 novembre 2025. Et le conseil municipal prend acte du dépôt de la liste des contrats conclus en novembre 2025 comportant une dépense de plus de 25 000.
Un proposeur,
Je vais le proposer, Steve Bouchard.
un secondaire, s'il vous plaît.
Je vais le seconder, Karen Cliff.
Merci.
Réglementation, au point 5.1, notice of motion and tabling of draft bylaw. It is proposed to give notice of motion that GN 2026-50 entitled Bylaw Imposing the General Real Estate Tax for 2026 and Adopting Other Fiscal Measures will be submitted for adoption at a subsequent sitting of the Municipal Council, and to table the said draft bylaw. The object of this bylaw is to establish the real estate tax and other fiscal measures for 2026. This draft bylaw is available on the town website, and adoption is scheduled for the special sitting in mid-January 2026.
OK. OK.
Mid-January 2026.
OK. Somebody to propose?
I'll give the notice of motion, Luciano Picciacchia, and tabling of the bylaw.
OK. We just need one. Perfect. Thank you, Luciano.
Au point 5.2, adoption, le règlement numéro GEN 2026-51, intitulé Règlement sur la tarification de certains services municipaux, est présenté pour adoption.
Oui, un proposeur.
I'll propose Mike Godin.
Un secondé.
I'll second it, David Bisson.
Merci.
Are you good?
Oui, oui, pas de problème.
Au 5.3, excusez-moi, 6.1, pour les contrats, awarding contract TP 2026-42. Following this call for tenders by invitation, one bid was received within the allotted time frame. The bid was opened publicly on November 12, 2025. It is proposed to award contract TP 2026-42 urgent arboricultural work with 2 renewal options to Arbo Design Inc., the only conforming bidder, for a total amount of 19 798,70, all applicable taxes included.
OK, propose.
I'll propose that, Mike Brown.
And second?
I'll second that, Nancy Kokinesitis.
Thank you.
Au point 6.2, octroi du contrat TP 2026-01, il est proposé de conclure une entente contractuelle par laquelle Placement Potentiel Inc. s'engage à fournir ses services au coût de 194 821,50, taxes non applicables pour la période du 5 janvier 2026 au 4 janvier 2027, et d'autoriser une dépense globale de 194 821,50.
Un proposeur
Je le propose, Dominic Zito.
et secondé.
Je vais le seconder, Steve Bouchard.
Merci.
Au point 6.3, cancellation contract TP 2025-51. Following this public call for tenders, one bid was received within the allowed time frame. The bid was opened publicly on November 26, 2025. Considering that the only compliant bid received by the town under public tender TP 2025-51 modernization, and refurbishment work on a hydraulic elevator exceed the estimated construction cost, and that the tender documents stipulate that the town is under no obligation to accept the lowest or any of the bids received. It is proposed to cancel contract TP 2025-51, modernization and refurbishment work on a hydraulic elevator, to reject the only bid received under this tender.
T'as fini?
Yep.
OK, un proposeur.
Je le
Oh.
propose, Karen Cliff.
And second?
Seconded by Mike Godin.
Thank you.
Au point 6.4, cancellation du contrat TP 2026-19. Suivant cet appel d'offres public, 3 soumissions ont été reçues à l'intérieur du délai imparti. Considérant que les 2 soumissionnaires ayant présenté les prix les plus bas ont été jugés non conformes et que la seule soumission conforme reçue par la Ville dans le cadre de l'appel d'offres public TP 2026-19, service d'inspection, d'entretien et de réparation des composantes de protection incendie, incluant 4 options de renouvellement, excède l'estimation des coûts de service, et considérant que les documents d'appel d'offres stipulent que la Ville ne s'engage à accepter ni la plus basse soumission ni aucune des soumissions reçues, il est proposé de canceller le contrat TP 2026-19, service d'inspection, d'entretien et de réparation de composantes en protection incendie, avec 4 options de renouvellement, et de rejeter toutes les soumissions reçues dans le cadre de cet appel d'offres.
Un proposeur.
Je le propose, David Bisson.
Secondé.
Je vais le seconder, Luciano Picciacchia.
Merci.
Au point 6.5, renouvellement des contrats des travaux publics. Donc, renouvellement de la liste de 2026, considérant que que les contrats énumérés ci-après prennent fin le 31 décembre 2025 et qu'il est possible pour la Ville de les prolonger pour une année supplémentaire. Il est proposé de renouveler ces contrats du 1er janvier au 31 décembre 2026 et d'autoriser à cette fin les dépenses globales de chacun des contrats suivants, toutes taxes incluses, payables à chacun des adjudicataires mentionnés, incluant une révision des prix unitaires correspondant à l'IPC. Il s'agit des contrats suivants. Donc, il y en a 7. Le premier contrat, le TP 2021-08, entretien préventif et correctif des systèmes CVC des bâtiments municipaux, avec 4 options de renouvellement. Donc, c'est l'option 5 à V-Moval Inc. pour un montant total de 107 469,43 $. 2. Le contrat TP 2022-15, nettoyage des stations de pompage et travaux sur demande avec 4 options de renouvellement. Donc, c'est l'option 4 à Sanivac pour un montant total de 60 439,39 $. Au point 3, le contrat TP 2023-25, collecte et transport des résidus encombrants à volet recyclage avec 4 options de renouvellement. Donc, c'est l'option 3 à service Ricova Inc. pour un montant total de 55 919,06 $. Le quatrième contrat TP 2023-28, service d'entretien de plomberie pour les bâtiments municipaux avec 4 options de renouvellement. L'option 3 à Construction Raytech 2014 Inc. pour un montant total de 60 906,76 $. Le cinquième, le contrat TP 2023-43, service d'entretien électrique pour les bâtiments et stations de pompage municipales, avec 4 options de renouvellement. Donc, l'option 3 à AJ Théoret, entrepreneur électricien Inc., pour un montant total de 148 251,48 $. Le point 6, contrat TP 2024-04, service d'entretien électrique pour l'éclairage de rue et les feux de circulation avec 3 options de renouvellement. Donc, l'option 1 A.J. Théoret, entrepreneur électricien Inc. pour un montant de 267 459,97 $. Le 7e, contrat TP 2024-17, travaux d'abattage avec 2 options de renouvellement. Option 2 à émondage et abattage Dion Inc. pour un montant total de 154 538,02 $.
Un proposeur.
Je le propose, Nancy Kokonasiris.
Un secondaire.
Je le seconde, Dominique Zito.
Merci.
6.6 Additional Expenses, Contract Génie 2024-320. It is proposed to authorize an additional expenditure of 4,690,62, all applicable taxes included, payable to Excavation Gricon for additional work carried out under contract, Génie 2024-320, ditch piping, Town of Kirkland, Harold, and the Summerhill Streets.
Propose.
I'll propose that, Steve Bouchard.
And second.
I'll second it, Mike Godin.
Thank you.
6.7, c'est une dépense additionnelle pour le contrat TP 2021-11. Donc, il est proposé d'autoriser une dépense additionnelle de 13 032,53, toutes taxes applicables incluses, payable à Roxborough Excavation Inc. pour des travaux supplémentaires effectués dans le cadre du contrat TP 2021-11, travaux de déneigement pour les saisons hivernales 2021-2022, 2022-2023, 2023-2024, avec 2 options de renouvellement. Il s'agit de la deuxième option.
Ça, c'est pour des trottoirs et des rues supplémentaires dans le projet Prével. C'est bien ça? Oui. OK, un proposeur
I'll propose that. Karen Cliff.
et secondé.
I'll second it, David Bisson.
Merci.
6.8, additional expenses, contract TP 2023-28. It is proposed to authorize an additional expenditure of 4,499,29, all applicable taxes included, payable to Construction Raytech 2014 Inc. for additional work carried out under contract TP 2023-28, plumbing maintenance services for municipal building with for renewal option, second option.
Un proposeur
I'll propose that, Mike Brown.
et secondé.
I'll second it, Luciano Picecchia.
Merci.
Au point 7.1, le calendrier des séances ordinaires du conseil municipal pour l'année 2026. Donc, il est proposé que le calendrier des séances ordinaires du conseil municipal de la ville de Kirkland pour l'année 2026 soit établi comme suit. Donc, les dates des séances du conseil seront le lundi 12 janvier, le lundi 2 février, le lundi 9 mars, le mardi 17 avril, le lundi 4 mai, le lundi 1er juin, le lundi 6 juillet, le lundi le 3 août, mardi 8 septembre, lundi 5 octobre, lundi 2 novembre et lundi 7 décembre, et que les séances se tiennent dans la salle du conseil à l'hôtel de ville au 17 200 boulevard Imus à 19h.
Up to now, the 19-hour or 7 o'clock seems to suit to everybody and even council. So, somebody to propose it.
I will propose that. Karen Cliff.
And second.
I'll second that, Steve Bouchard.
Thank you.
7.2, it is proposed to provide for the averaging in accordance with section 253.27 and following of an act respecting municipal taxation of the variation in the taxable value resulting from the coming into force on January 1st, 2026 of the 2026, 2027, 2028 property assessment roll for the purposes of the maximum number of fiscal years authorized by law, that a certified copy of this resolution be sent to the Ministère des Affaires municipales et de l'Habitation, le MAMACH.
This is a law that was passed a couple of years back where the provincial government gives us the opportunity to spread our evaluation over 3 years. So it's been good for many municipalities, including ours. So I need somebody to propose it.
I'll propose that. Nancy Kokinisides.
And second,
I'll second it, Dominic Zito.
thank you.
Au point 7.3, financement des projets spéciaux d'infrastructure par l'excédent réservé aux infrastructures municipales pour un montant maximal de 11 millions. Donc, il est proposé d'autoriser le directeur des finances et trésorier Guillaume Laforêt à affecter l'excédent réservé aux infrastructures municipales au financement des projets spéciaux d'immobilisation réalisés en 2025 pour un montant n'excédant pas 11 millions.
Propose
I'll propose that, Steve Bouchard.
and second,
I'll second it, Mike Godin.
thank you.
Au point 7.4, appropriation of the available surplus to finance 2025 special projects, considering that the town has sufficient funds to finance the implementation of the 2025 special projects. It is proposed to authorize the Director of Finance and Treasurer to use the available surplus up to a maximum amount of 5 million to finance 2025 special projects.
Just to come back to 7.2, 7.3, and 7.4, we're just preparing for our budget studies that will start on the 4th. So those are the resolution that we have to put in place to basically accomplish what we'll have to do in the future. So for 7.4, I need somebody to
I'll
propose.
propose David Biso.
Thank you. And second?
I'll second it, Luciano Picacchia.
Thank you.
Au point 7.5, adoption du plan d'action 2026 favorisant l'intégration des personnes handicapées. Il est proposé d'approuver le plan d'action favorisant l'intégration des personnes handicapées 2026 et de transmettre une copie du plan d'action favorisant l'intégration des personnes handicapées 2026 à l'Office des personnes handicapées du Québec.
That's a provincial law that every municipality, they have to conform and prepare a plan for the accessibility of their buildings to handicapped people and people that need it. So 7.5, somebody to propose?
I'll propose that, Mike Brown.
And second?
I will second it, Luciano Picacchia.
Thank you.
7.6, in accordance with an act respecting election and referendum in municipalities, the municipal council takes note of the tabling by my Fabienne Garipi, Director of Legal Affairs and Town Clerk, of the statement of pecuniary interests for the year 2025 of the following members of council: Mr. Michel Gibson, Mayor; Mr. Michael Brown, Councillor for District 1; Mr. Luciano Picacchia,
Check, yeah.
Councillor for District 2; Mrs. Nancy Kokinasidis, Councillor for District 3.
That was good.
Okay. Mr. Dominique Zito, Councillor for District 4. Mr. Stephen Bouchard, Councillor for District 5. Mr. Michael Godin for District 6. David Bisson for District 7. And Mrs. Karen Cliff for District 8.
That's a tabling only.
Yeah.
Okay.
Donc, les contributions financières additionnelles, il n'y a aucune contribution financière additionnelle aux organismes communautaires locaux à approuver.
Okay.
Pour le point 8, Human Resources, there are no items relating to human resources to be tabled at this present sitting. Au point 9.1, le PIA, pour le lot 6 193 506 du cadastre du Québec, la zone 326M, au 16 751 route transcanadienne, le Jubilant. Donc, il est proposé, pour le comité consultatif d'urbanisme, il est proposé de prendre acte de la demande d'approbation des plans d'implantation et d'intégration architecturale, PIA, et des documents d'accompagnement relativement au projet d'agrandissement industriel sur le lot 6 196 506 dans la zone 326M, située au 16 751 route transcanadienne, et de l'extrait du procès-verbal du CCU daté du 19 novembre 2025, et d'approuver les plans d'implantation PIA énumérés au point 3.2.1 du procès-verbal de la réunion du CCU tenue le 19 novembre 2025, les 10 plans étant conformes au règlement numéro PIA 2022-55 et ayant fait l'objet d'une recommandation favorable du CCU avec les conditions mentionnées au point 3.2.3 du procès-verbal du 19 novembre 2025.
Un proposeur
Je vais le proposer, Steve Bouchard.
et secondé par,
Je vais le seconder, Luciano Picacchia.
merci.
Au point 9.2, it is proposed to take note of the request for approval of the Planning and Architectural Integration Program and accompanying documents for the institutional construction project on lot 1991706 in Zone 18P located at 75 Kirkland Boulevard, and the extract of the minutes of the PAC meeting held on November 19, 2025, to approve this site planning and architectural integration plans listed under items 3.6.1 of the minutes of the PAC meeting held on November 19, 2025, said plans being in conformity with bylaw number SPAIP 202255 and having received a favorable recommendation from the PAC.
This is the old church at 75 Kirkland Boulevard. So we need somebody to propose it.
I will propose it, Luciano Pichacchia.
And second,
I'll second that, Steve Bouchard.
by the way, the plans, they look terrific. You saw them?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm sorry, go ahead.
9.3, il est proposé, c'est pour le PIA du lot 6 663 615 du cadastre du Québec. Il est proposé de prendre acte de la demande d'approbation des plans d'implantation et d'intégration architecturale et des documents d'accompagnement relativement au projet de construction résidentielle sur le lot 6 663 615 dans la zone 164R, située au 14 croissant Marie-Claire Kirkland, et de l'extrait du procès-verbal du CCU daté du 19 novembre 2025. D'approuver tel quel les plans d'implantation et d'intégration architecturale PIA énumérés au point 3.7.1 du procès-verbal de la réunion du CCU, tenu le 19 novembre 2025, les 10 plans étant conformes au règlement du numéro PIA 2022-55 et ayant fait l'objet d'une recommandation favorable du CCU.
By the way, that's the Village Lacy Green, the Prevel project. And we were there, Steve and I, and I believe there was a couple of more counselors for the groundbreaking apartment buildings that they'll be building towards the border of Point Claire. So it looks good, and I know I had a resident here. Bob, you're looking for apartments? Go and see them. So I need a proposer.
I'll propose that, Steve Bouchard.
And second,
I will second it, Luciano Pichacchia.
thank you.
Au point 10, au niveau de la sécurité publique et la circulation. Au point 11, environnement, there's no business pertaining to public security and traffic and to the environment table at the sitting. Au point 12.1, séance du conseil d'agglomération. Un rapport du maire sur les décisions prises par le conseil d'agglomération de Montréal à l'Assemblée ordinaire du 27 novembre 2025.
Okay, we'll start by the agenda. The agenda itself, l'agenda, there was almost nothing on it. Everything was approved in basically half an hour. What was surprising, though, that we had a beautiful speech from Soraya Martinez Ferrada, the mayor of Kirkland, la mairesse de Kirkland.
No, la mairesse.
Excuse, la mairesse, non pas de Kirkland, la mairesse de Montréal, mais aussi la présidente de l'agglomération. Et puis, ce qui était étonnant, c'était un message très encourageant. It was a message that was very interesting, full of collaboration. Even before this meeting 2 weeks ago, I got a call, imagine a Sunday evening, and who was on the other line was Soraya, la mairesse de Montréal. And I was quite surprised. She says, "Hi, Michelle, I thought it was to congratulate me." No, she just wants to touch base on a Sunday evening. It shows a really opening in regards to this kind of new mentality that Ensemble Montréal is bringing to the actual City Hall. And what we're doing, we'll be also meeting her in the next few days. The executive committee that I'm part of as vice president, me and Alex Batufshi, of DDO, and also Julie Brisebois, that's co-chair of the ASM, will be meeting her to discuss basically 2 or 3 points. One, it's based on the presentation that the 3 of us did at the National Assembly concerning the lack of democracy. We'll be discussing the 3 recommendations that we're putting on the table, or we did put on the table for the provincial government to consider. And also, we'll be discussing la fluoration situation and other subjects like le corridor Jacques Bizard. There's an openness there. It's encouraging. Listen, I'm seeing probably some light at the end of the tunnel, but time will tell. So it was an encouraging agglomeration, an encouraging phone call, and we're heading towards probably better days. If we can correct the democracy issue or the lack of democracy, we will be attaining our objective right there. Then we can look at the code-part. But for now, it's the pure democratic process. And that's all for me, Madame la Greffière.
Yes. Au point 13, affaires gouvernementales, there is no government business table at this sitting. Au point 14, délégation municipale. Donc, il est proposé d'autoriser le maire, Michel Gibson, la conseillère Nancy Coquinassidis, ainsi que les conseillers M. Luciano Picchiaccia.
Think of Kia.
I know, I'm going to read this. Pichacchia. Sorry for that.
It took me 10 years just to pronounce it.
Okay,
So,
it won't take me
be
10 years.
patient.
À représenter à la ville de Kirkland lors de la soirée gala de dévoilement de la classification des fleurons du Québec, qui se tiendra le 11 décembre 2025 à Saint-Hyacinthe, d'autoriser le trésorier à rembourser les frais d'inscription ainsi que les frais de déplacement et kilométrage.
Un proposeur,
Je vais le proposer, c'était Bouchard.
un secondaire.
Je vais le seconder, Karen Cliff.
Merci.
Support Resolution 15.1, la Journée internationale des bénévoles, considering that more than 2.3 million volunteers are involved daily in Quebec, and that the town of Kirkland recognizes the undeniable impact of this volunteer involvement, considering that the involvement of these volunteers has a strong impact on the dynamism of our community, and that the involvement of these volunteers help ensure social and human safety net for vulnerable people living in our area, considering that the UN declared in 1985 that December 5th would become Journée internationale des bénévoles. It is proposed to recognize December 5th, 2024, as a Journée internationale des bénévoles in town of Kirkland, to take this opportunity to publicly thank all the volunteers involved in the various organizations present in the town of Kirkland.
Okay, proposed.
Give a big support for all this, Mike Brown, and I'm sure all of council, so.
Excellent. And second?
I'll second that, Steve Bouchard.
Thank you.
Au point 16, correspondance, le conseil municipal prend acte du dépôt de la correspondance du mois de novembre par la directrice des affaires juridiques et greffière. Au point 17, new business, there's no new business table at the sitting. Et au point 18, la période de questions du public, donc public question period. La période de questions est maintenant ouverte. Tout membre du public qui désire s'adresser au conseil municipal est prié de faire la file derrière le micro. Lorsque le droit de parole vous est accordé, veuillez énoncer votre nom et adresse et formuler votre question de manière claire et concise en vous adressant au maire dans un langage respectueux. Chaque intervention est limitée à 2 questions portant sur les affaires de la ville. Il vous sera possible de poser des questions supplémentaires lorsque tous les membres du public qui désirent s'adresser au conseil municipal auront eu l'occasion de le faire. Donc, public question period is now open. Members of the audience who wish to address the municipal council are requested to line up behind the microphone. When given the floor, please state your name and address and direct your question to the mayor in a clear and concise manner using respectful language. Each intervention is limited to 2 questions related to the town's affair. You will be able to ask additional questions once all members of the audience who wish to address the municipal council have had a chance to do so.
Good evening, everybody. Marino DeShovel, 98 Morley Hill. It's the second time I've come to the town council meeting with the snow on the ground, and that begs me to ask the question, what are the prerequisites of salting the roads and the sidewalks?
Good, Joe?
Roads, sidewalks are priority.
Yeah. Road and sidewalks are a priority.
No, I didn't say priorities, requisites, like what are the initial steps that, okay, today I'm going to give the order to salt the roads, but not tomorrow. I mean,
Can you explain just the procedure?
how much snow or what the temperature limitations?
It depends on the weather, Marino. So for salt, for example, anything that's got rain, freezing rain, in the forecast, we come out and salt. So really, we follow the temperature, we follow the
weather forecast.
weather forecasts, and we deal with it that way.
How about take a walk outside just to get a feel how it's like if people that are walking the dogs are going for a walk, if it is safe for them to go on the sidewalk or walk? Couldn't that also be part of the decision-making
I have no problem with
process?
answering questions. I have a problem when there's people talking in the audience, interjecting to the question, but I'll answer your question if you have one later on. Marino, we look at the weather. We have blue collars working overnight. We got blue collars working all day long. They salt the roads when necessary. There is no expense that's spared for salting roads.
How's when necessary defined?
Pardon?
How do you define, or who defines when necessary?
We follow the forecast,
I mean, I don't know.
like anybody else, like every city on the West Island. We follow the forecast. We basically use our judgment. We're prepared in advance because we look at the forecasts that are coming up. So I don't know what.
If you have a specific complaint, why don't you make
Yeah.
that complaint, and I can deal with it,
Well,
but
it's
you're
not a
asking me
complaint,
general
it's-
questions that I don't
it's-
know how to address.
It's more or less the same thing that I've been saying every time that we start with the season. I find that we could use a little bit more salt on the sidewalks and the roads.
Perfect.
A little bit more.
Thank you.
Merci.
Okay? That's the point that I'm trying to make here.
Okay, next question.
The next question, we hear a lot about tendering of contracts and this and that. Could you explain what are the prerequisites, what are the modalities, the amounts involved, or how do you decide to go for public tender and not go for public tender?
And that's a long process. I'm suggesting that you call me tomorrow. We'll sit down together with Joe, and we'll go through the process, probably half an hour from the time we go and submit what we do, and to whom we'll basically put the information out to get who, or the company that are responsible. So we cannot basically discuss it in one evening, Marino, you know that. But I can explain it if you come to my office tomorrow, not tomorrow, Wednesday.
So there's no such simple thing. When the
It's not
contract
simple.
value is $1 million, we go for tenders. When it's 999,000, we don't go for tenders. Is
Okay,
there such
go
a
ahead.
rule
Go
as
ahead.
that?
Under $133,000, Marino, I have to go to public tender. Oh, sorry, over $133,000, I have to go to public tender. Anything below that, I can go by invitational. We can negotiate with
Well,
contractors and stuff.
That's a good answer. I was looking for something simple like that, Michel.
Okay,
Thank you.
perfect. Thank you, Marino.
Good evening. So my question, Peter Sorial, 774 de Salaberry, Kirkland. So my question is concerning the speed bump. We talked about it. We started talking about it last year with Mr. Bouchard,
Yep.
and now until now we don't have a solution. Some studies were done, and the result were 2.56 millimeter per second for the vibration test that was made. The limit is 5 for structural damage.
Okay.
We are beyond the 50% to reach the structural damage of a building. And
No, go ahead.
yeah,
No,
if you
no,
don't
I'm
mind.
listening.
If you don't mind, yeah. So the study was made, I don't remember what date, but the study was made, the equipment were placed on the house and in the street, and then were taken off, and then were placed again during the STM strike. So the result that's lower than 50, that's higher than 50% is during the STM strike that was made. So we have less buses and less traffic in the street and less movement. So this is the result. And sorry. So what is the effect? Mr. Sam Talk sent us an email today saying that studies had showed that because of the speed bump, the traffic were slowed down a bit, and the people respect more. I would like to see the studies before and after that, because I don't have any details about that, and would like to see the result of the test of the engineering company before and after the two times, because we feel there's something wrong with that. The 2.56, first of all, it's beyond the human way of perception for the vibration. I know it's not structural damage, but there are human damage in this. Mr. Samtok in his email said that next spring and summer he will check for the speed bump and will do some refraction with the speed bump. But since you're doing a work on the speed bump, move the speed bump from the house. It's causing troubles for the people living there. For my grandma, she has a brain tumor, and the vibration is high. We are talking about more than 50% of a structural damage.
Okay. So what I understand here, you're saying that the study we undertook, the second study, I believe.
Yeah, the second study.
Second is false. There's something wrong. That's what you're saying.
I'm saying that the results are during the STM strike.
Yeah, the results are not conclusive.
They're not very representative of the actual situation.
Yeah, please.
So we picked the time frame of the year together, right?
Yeah, we did.
We consulted, and
Yeah, we did.
as much as you're correct in saying that the STM buses were on strike, there are still trucks going over the speed humps.
Yeah, but
So-
the
so
speed
the
bu-
same-
the
Okay.
buses are.
If I just may finish?
Sorry.
So the same, I guess, larger vehicles would have crossed over the speed hump. And the reason why we chose the time that we chose was because we said we don't want to go beyond that time because the construction is going to stop, less vehicles on the road before the snow transportation begins, right? So that's the reason why we chose that. So I don't want you to make it sound like we did this purposely during an
I'm not saying
STM
that.
strike. We did not do that. We
No, no,
chose the time frame together, and there was still construction going on, and there were still large vehicles crossing over that speed hump. And that's why you got the readings that you got. So whether it's a large truck or whether it's a bus going over the speed hump, the result, I guess the impact of a large vehicle going over those humps would have been felt on the study.
Statistics, échantillon, bigger number of cars, bigger number of vehicles.
Number of frequencies, but the volume of vibrations would have been similar.
But you have more people on the road, more people speeding, and especially buses when they are late for their time frame, they speed.
So there would have been more frequency of vibrations, but the level of vibrations,
Would
whether
be
it was
the
a bus
same.
crossing over, or it would have been the same.
Yeah, we're talking about two things a bit different.
We're making two different points.
Yeah, I know, but the more that you have people moving in the street, the more you will have people speeding, and the level of noise and vibration would be higher. So
Well, the
this
level of, so I have a different opinion. The level of vibrations would be the same, just more frequently in a day.
if I have a bus that speeds at 90 on the street, it's not as having a bus speeding at 60.
But if I have a 10-wheeler speeding at 90 or 10-wheeler speeding at 60,
Yeah,
it'll
I
be the
know,
same effect as the bus.
But more number of buses means more number of people passing, and therefore
Perfect.
we'll have.
Thank you.
So we're requesting the original measurement for the two measurement and the report. Want the speed bump to be moved since there are work that will be done. We have been talking about this with Mr. Bouchard since last year, right? So we want.
Just for your comment, you're saying the speed bump will be moved?
No.
No.
So what?
We
One of the
want-
recommend.
Oh, no, you want, yeah.
But
Okay.
Mr. Sam mentioned that work will be done on the speed bump to
Okay.
restructure it, reduce reduce I think the profile,
The
lower
height,
profile, yeah.
probably?
No.
And
What-
Just to clarify the speed bump.
So the recommendation that was made by Sam today was that the asphalt prior to the speed hump and the asphalt after the speed hump is not in great condition.
Okay.
So the idea was to enlarge in the space by, let's say, 10 feet on either side or 10 meters
Okay,
on either side.
je comprends.
Do the asphalt, do the speed hump in exactly the same location.
Okay,
since there are work that will be done on the speed bump,
Well, they have to be removed for me to do the asphalt and then they're reinstalled.
so since we're removing it to redo that, let's move it a bit further from the house. What is the reason to have a speed bump on the street between two stop signs? The two stop signs are literally 100 meter from each other. So on all the street of the Salaberry, there are only two speed bumps, which are the first one from Brunswick, and this is the second one, and there are no other ones until you reach the Saint Jean Boulevard right before, next to the park.
So as you're aware, we received complaints of speeding on that street. We did traffic studies. Traffic studies acknowledged that there was a problem on that street and that speed humps needed to be installed. You're asking me for the studies that show that the speed humps have been effective. No problem, we'll get those to you. But the indications from the traffic studies that were done subsequently to the installation of the speed humps are such that the traffic has slowed down. So all I can do is provide you the studies. I realize, though, no matter what I say here tonight, you're not going to be happy until that speed hump is moved and/or taken away.
We're talking about the comfort of the people at their house. I'm talking about people over 60, people who are sick. We collected signature from all the neighborhoods that are affected by the speed bump, and no one is accepting the speed bump. So we're requesting to have a public poll from the people from the neighborhood, if possible, far from the engineering department.
okay, thank you.
Good evening, Mohammed Khalifa, 785 Boulevard, Salaberry. It's the same story. For this, you can have to do something with that, please.
Okay. I think it's quite clear, we're in agreement that we'll be reworking the speed hump and the pavement around there. And the main question, you want to have that speed up relocated. So that will be a decision that we will be taking
One
ourselves.
time, after they move it, after they put it again, something wrong.
Okay, perfect. No, but I'm not there to talk about the past. I know it was removed, I know all the story behind it, but the current situation, you want that speed hump to be relocated.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome. Okay, next question.
Hello, my name is Frankie Matt from 772 Salaberry. There's a labor.
Yeah.
Just, Peter already told you about the structure, about the technical issue of the speed bump. But I would like to tell you my life living next to the speed bump. My crowd alarm already flow in the St. Lawrence River because every morning, 5:45, when the first bus crosses the speed bump, I will wake up automatically. No need alarm. And I also want to tell you, the speed bump, the function of the speed bump is to reduce the speed of the car.
Yep.
It is very good for the small car. But
For what, the small town?
it is function
Oh, cars.
for small car, but it is not function. Cannot reduce the speed of the big vehicle, like STM's bus, school bus. Every morning, 5:45, the first STM bus cross the speed bump.
Okay.
I record. And later, the school bus coming,
Yep.
another vibration. And later, in the daytime, many big vehicle cross the speed bump. They keep on 40 kilometer cross the speed bump. Small car will reduce to 20 or below to cross the speed bump. It is good, but not good for big vehicle. So I just want to ask the ladies and gentlemen, you make the pain on our back. And I also want you can remove my pain from my labor, from the people around the cemetery.
Okay. Thank you for your
Thank you very
comments. Next question?
Hello, guys. How you doing? I'm Robert Argidas from 124 Niagara.
Oh, Robert.
How you guys doing?
Good.
It's not a speed bump question. That's okay.
Oh, okay. Phew.
I want to wish you all Merry Christmas because I think this is the last council meeting before the holidays. So Merry Christmas and congratulations to all of you. This is my first council meeting, so it's nice to see how it's going.
Go ahead, Robert.
And I'm probably going to ask a question that you've been asked 100 times, so I apologize in advance. A few years back, as you know, the REM station is opening up. There was a statement made about parking for Kirkland residents for the REM station.
Yep.
Do we know where we landed on that?
Yeah, the agreement is already signed. I signed it myself with the Broccolinis and also the Riocan management out of Toronto. The agreement has been signed. We've got 200 dedicated parking space for our Kirkland residents only.
And it will be at no cost, or?
There'll be 200 parking space because at one point we had 2 traffic studies done. First of all, with the project that will go there with the Broccolinis and Riocan, you'll have some residential unit, okay?
He asked the cost.
Right?
And will there be a cost associated?
Oh,
with it?
for sure, for the parking itself, yeah. Just like what you'll pay at the Station Panama, all the other stations. Per day, I believe we calculated at, per day, 10,
And it comes out to $750 a day
Seven-
after the rebate that the city is paying.
okay, 750 a
It's
day.
about $13 a day at Panama and other stations that are administered by the REM.
It's free at Sunnybrook, by the way, but yeah.
Well, okay, well,
And
I'm
it's free
telling
in
you,
Panama, and half the stations, and if we're going to be accurate, half the VIP parking at Panama is.
But
to
Robert,
pay.
we don't own that.
no,
No, I know, but he brought it up. I'm not being,
Okay.
I don't want to be confrontational.
No.
But these were your statements, that there's paid
Yeah.
parking, but there's also a lot of free parking. I understand that.
Yeah.
So my
So the
follow-up,
Yep.
so my follow-up question is, since the Kirkland residents will be paying,
Yep.
which, is this going to be administered by a third party?
yeah.
Go ahead.
Yeah, look,
Luke.
the.
It's his district, that's why.
It's my district, that's why, and I've answered this question many times for people in our district. Basically, what it is we've got an agreement with Broccolini and Riocan. They are the ones that are administering it. We don't own the land. We just made the agreement on behalf of our citizens. The agreement is done based on the ones that I mentioned, Panama and so forth, where you're paying $13. And what the city has done, said, well, we find that to be a little bit exaggerated, and we are subsidizing it on behalf of our citizens. So we're going to get a report on a monthly basis, and we will pay the difference.
Yeah.
So that what it comes out of our residents' pockets is the $750, but what Broccolini and Riocan are getting is the same $13. It's pegged on the pay parking elsewhere within the system.
I preferred the free parking, mind you, than the paid parking, but that's fine. So So these 200 spots are coming from the development that will eventually happen at the, right? And why couldn't we have just carved out 200 spots just for Kirkland residents? We all get stickers, and that's how you manage it. I mean, I don't understand.
It's not our land.
Oh, I know, but when you guys made the agreement, you could have easily had 200 spots available. As an,
You want to know why 200 spot? It's easy. We had,
No, what I'm saying is when the negotiations happen, right?
yeah,
As a, as an agreement or as a reason to give him the license, why couldn't we have carved out those 200?
You would have had to have paid for the property, Robert.
Yeah.
So it's not an agreement.
Now we're outsourcing forever and ever and ever with no guarantees when these rates are going to go up. And I assume Kirkland gets.
they could go up over the year,
It's-
that's for
Exactly.
sure.
Kirkland has, we're not
Robert,
getting.
the only other option was to buy the property
Yeah,
for 200 parking spots. We chose not to do that.
no.
So, all right, that's what I want to know.
Okay, thank you, Robert. Okay, next question.
Andrea Katz, 17086 St. Marie. 9.2 for 75 Kirkland Boulevard. Can you explain that more, Mr. Bisson?
Yeah, go ahead.
For your,
I'll do it, Andrea.
well, it's his.
You don't get to choose who answers the questions. I
Yeah.
do, what the mayor
Sorry,
does.
sorry, hold on a second, Joe. With all due respect, Mr. Picaccia just answered, and he said.
Because the mayor
and-
gave him, because the mayor voiced,
Yeah,
asked him to.
because it's his-
And that's
Okay,
why
but
the
he
mayor's
said
now asked me
has-
to.
it's been- Okay, whatever.
Okay, so simply,
All good.
there was a permit that was issued for that project. The time of delay to get all the approvals in place.
Yeah, yeah.
The permit expired. It required a resolution from council to renew the permit, and that's all it is. So it's just a renewal of a permit, and it had to
It's
go
all-
back to council for authorization through the resolution.
And it's a beautiful plan.
I know, they're my clients, actually. I've sold them.
Oh, it's your
very
client?
similar. Yeah. mhm.
Oh, okay, I didn't know that.
Sold them something in Bay Durfee in 2019. I'm very familiar with it. I just wanted to know what else.
Oh,
I didn't have to
okay.
call them personally.
It's the only reason.
All good. Thank you.
Okay, Andrea. Hey, Bob. Hey, Bob.
Bob Cox, 168 Niagara. First of all, I want to ladies and gentlemen of the council and mayor, I'd like to congratulate you all on the voting yourselves, not voting yourselves, but becoming councilors and mayor and.
Thank you.
Okay. This is not a question, I just want to congratulate.
A comment.
Okay.
Okay, go ahead.
I wish to welcome all newly appointed councilors, that's
Okay.
meaning all of you, to our city. As a newly appointed councilors, what are your vision for each of your sectors? I want you to tell me, and in doing so, your thoughts may inspire others to do the same in their sectors. I'd like to answer every one of you.
Bob, this is a question period. It's not about vision statements and strategy.
Well,
I know, but it's not something that we're going to address tonight. So if you want to send the stat in writing, I think councilors would be happy to give you their vision. But I don't think that tonight is meant for every councilor to stand up and give you what their vision for their district is. So it's not going to happen tonight. If you want to submit that question, I'll be happy to pass it on to everybody else and they could send you something.
And globally, I'll give you my pamphlet that you have the vision of this council.
I want every individual. That's what I'd like. I'm a city.
Bob,
Just a second.
you can make a request.
You can make a request, and they can supply it to you.
No, I'm making a request.
Okay.
And I don't go on the.
Bob, do you understand something? You can make a request. Each councilor can choose to answer you or not. They don't have to, right? So I'm just giving you all the, it's, when you ask questions, something has to exist. This isn't something that exists. This is, you're asking for people's vision and strategy.
Well, why not?
Because
You're appointed as councilor.
I agree. You may,
And as mayor, I'd like to know what your visions are.
I agree. You may ask that.
I
and they-
come up, yes.
Bob, I
Every
agree.
individual.
You're at home tomorrow, Bob? I'll bring you a pamphlet with my vision, that's the vision of council.
Just a minute. Tomorrow, I got a special date for me anyways.
Okay, Wednesday then, I'll stop by. I'll call you. I'll bring you basically the vision, my global vision, that basically includes pretty much some of their vision for their
Why
district.
can't every
listen.
councillor just
Michelle,
answer?
Michelle, I'm sorry, can I interrupt? Bob, you're my district. I'm going to be very happy to write or to sit with you and to give you, as my citizen in my district,
Yeah, I
what
know
the
you
vision is that I see. So I'll do this for you this week,
Yeah.
okay?
And I'll stop over at your place, give you a description, two-page description of where we're going in the future. Because normally.
Keep in
it's
mind,
a
that's the mayor's vision, not my vision.
So you could give me your vision.
If I choose to do so, sir.
Okay, so I'll start at your place giving you my vision, not my vision. Okay.
First of all,
Yeah,
I want to congratulate the city for that rink. I've seen it being built. I've seen what's going to happen. And the only question I'd like to see about this is there going to be, like, I know the kids are going to play hockey. Is it going to be like scheduled for like public skating, for fancy skating and all that? Is there
Yeah.
there a plan for all this?
exactly, like the usage of our field, same thing.
Okay, you're going to put this plan out, like, is it going to be like an hour for this? I
If you-
just want to congratulate you on this. This is
Okay,
something.
go ahead.
For my opinion,
There's,
it's been for years now that,
Yeah,
and I'm very, very proud of what you people have done, the city has done. And I've seen it being built and everything, and what it's going to be for pickleball, for tennis, for basketball. I've
Yeah.
been looking at it all.
it's
And
nice. It's a nice complex.
Yes,
Yeah.
it is. And I want to congratulate the city.
Thank you, Bob. Okay, next question, Marino?
Marie de Chevalier, 98 Morley Hill.
Yep.
By the way, I've been thinking since the election was announced, the same questions that Bob has proposed, and I was thinking maybe if, I were to go and spend a bit of time searching on the Kirkland website, if I would find such information, but I don't think I will. So it is something that interests not only us that are coming here for the meetings, but the general population at large would love to know what each council is planning or what they see as a vision for Kirkland. So maybe take it into a little bit more consideration, Mr. Mayor.
That's why, Marino, I'll be stopping and giving it my vision of what's going to happen, what we did.
Well, you
This-
know where I live, 98 Morley Hill.
What I'll be basically giving Bob, what this council accomplished in the last 4 years, and my vision of where we're going in the next 4 years. That will be clear. And by the way, I know it's not everybody that's on Facebook page, but all this is on my Facebook page. Okay, but I'll stop by to give it to Bob.
Okay, 6.5.
Oh, and to you too, Marino, I'll stop by. Okay.
Thanks. 6.5, I've
Six-
never encountered something like this that has so many other points to it. Like I lost track.
We did
Of how
it
many-
we did it last year, because those are renewal based on second, third, and fourth years. So nothing changes. It's just probably the cost of living that's added to it, and that's all.
So just renewals then.
Instead of passing one by one, we regrouped them together.
Makes sense. Thank you.
You're welcome. Okay. Bob? Okay, go ahead. Yeah, after two questions, you're allowed to come back.
Okay. Okay, 5.1, that's the, for the general real estate, this is for our taxes, I guess. What is the date for this?
No, first of all, we don't have the presentation to the public. We're starting our budget consultation council on the 4th, that's next week.
I heard about that, yeah.
Okay, but we don't have a date because we have to wait for Montreal to deposit their budget on the 12th of January, if I'm not mistaken, 12th of January. So we don't want to make the error that Point Claire did in the past where they basically presented their budget and then Montreal, the cut-paw, basically was different. So they had to adjust at the last minute or correct their error. So we have to wait until Montreal deposit their own budget on the January 12th.
It's going to be almost at the end of January that you're going to...
Yeah, I would say around the 19th, in that area.
Okay.
But we'll announce it.
You're going to announce it, I guess.
Yeah, you'll know it.
Okay. What's the 6.3 hydraulic? Is that something to do with elevators?
Exactly, it's our elevator at the arena. Joe, you want to elaborate
It's not,
on that contract itself there?
it's hydraulic, you're not going to repair it?
I can't repair it, it burnt out. I can't, there's no way of repairing it.
Or when is it going to be done?
It's gonna, we're in the process, as you saw tonight, Bob, of going out to tender. We just didn't like the result. We got one bidder on the last process. We didn't like the result of the numbers, so we canceled it, and we're going back out.
Yeah, we're.
Okay.
So this, in 2026, I just don't know when yet in 2026.
Now, Mike, I guess nobody, I don't
No,
want...
it's okay, Bob, go ahead.
I'd like to talk about the water meters.
Okay.
The water meters belongs to the city.
No.
The water meters
It's yours.
belongs to the city.
No, it's yours. It's yours, Bob. When you bought the house, the water meter came with the house.
The water, because the city said that you have to have water meters there.
Yeah, because that was the smart thing to do because we're one of the only
So the
municipalities.
city suggested the water meters.
Yep.
Yes.
No, our forefathers decided to put water meter to control the actual consumption of water. That's why we're doing so much of a good job nowadays of saving our water, because the residents are aware of what's going on, and just by looking at a bill sometime, whoa, how come it's $400 instead of $90? Because you've got a problem of a leaking toilet or something. So, but,
Well, I'm not...
yeah, okay, go ahead.
My concern is that the water meter, like, I'll give you an example. Hydro-Quebec, natural gas got meters.
Yeah.
Okay? So they install them, that's it. If there's any repairs or anything like that, they take care of it. The water meters were installed in Kirkland because the city said we're going to install meters.
We know, the contractor installed the meters.
Regardless.
That's a big difference.
The city came across at the time
Yeah,
and said there's going to be meters there
okay,
to control the water.
okay.
Okay. The city says your meter or anything happens to your meter, we'll give you a thing, but it's your it's not the responsibility of the person. It's the responsibility of the city
Okay.
to install that meter.
No, Bob, but we just explained that we didn't
Go
install.
back, the city said there's meters are going into the houses.
Okay, what's your question?
This is what my question is.
Okay.
Understand it.
Wait a minute.
Est-ce que voulez-vous que je vous parle en français?
No, just ask you a question.
I just asked you the question. The meters were put in because the city wanted meters in the houses.
Yeah, okay, now.
Okay? The city
That's
is
right.
responsible for the meters. It's not the people responsible for the meters.
Bob,
Okay, what's your question?
so
My question is that, not just for myself, that meters, if they break, it's not the responsibility of the people in the house, it's the responsibility of the city. The city,
Okay. Okay, Joe will explain our procedure on meter if your meter is defective or something happened to it.
So,
Go ahead.
two things, Bob. When your contractor built your house originally, he purchased the water meter from the town and installed it in your house. It becomes
Yeah.
your property. It's your property, even
No,
though,
it's not. It belongs to
Yeah,
the
but
Bob,
let's go beyond
I'm
that.
going to tell you what it is, and then you can believe what you would like,
We'll
right?
look into it, yes.
So the very first thing is your contractor buys the meter from us, he installs it in your house. It's in your private home. It's your meter.
No,
What the
it's not
city-
my meter.
What the city has done is it said, what the city has done is it said, we guarantee that meter for life. So if that meter is defective, stops working, is noisy, leaks, whatever, we will give you a brand-new meter at no cost.
At no
Right.
cost.
That's
The
a-
city
that's
has
a-
the responsibility to put it in.
That's the decision
No,
that
that's
this
to
council
put it
has
in.
made. Because
That's
it's
your-
private property, because it's your home, you have the
Well, the
responsibility,
meter should be outside then.
you have the responsibility to, I can't put the meters
Oh,
outside. You have the responsibilities of having it installed. There's an obligation on every homeowner
Yeah.
from our municipality, like bylaws, like snow removal, like roof heights, like windows, like doors. There's an obligation that's been held by this municipality that says to every homeowner, you must have a meter installed in your house. You can't choose tomorrow to take your meter out.
I didn't say that.
And I'm saying, but this is why I'm saying to you, your obligation is to have a meter. Tomorrow morning, you could not choose to have no meter. You have to have a meter as part of the bylaws, just like any other bylaw we have in the town.
Bylaws. The city made the bylaws.
Absolutely, but we make a bylaw for, Bob, I'll give you the perfect one. You get very upset when residents blow their leaves on the street, right? You say people should be picking the leaves off their property and not blowing them on the street. Well, we have a bylaw,
Even up the grass.
we have a bylaw that says that people are not allowed to blow the leaves from their property onto the street. Who made that bylaw? The city of Kirkland did. The same way the city of Kirkland made the bylaw for the water meter. It's exactly the same process.
Because coming back to this.
It's the same process, Bob. It's the same
I-
logic.
I congratulate the city, even the city.
Yep.
That gives out bags that stop. And my property,
I know, it's impeccable. I know that.
even
But
on the
But
street.
my point to you is, it's the same process to have the bylaw to tell people that they can't blow their leaves on the street, as it is the same process
Grass or
to
anything.
make sure that, exactly, you can't have long grass, you can't, it's the same process. So the meter belongs to you, we'll provide it for
It's not
free,
my
but you have to
meter.
install it.
Not my meter.
Okay.
It's not his meter. Okay, perfect.
Okay. Now, the next thing is,
Okay,
the next question is, I'm in good health and all that, but I live in a house that I have to crawl to go and see the reading of that meter.
just like me,
Well,
like many houses.
yeah, but I am not crawling no more. At this stage of the game,
Mm-hmm.
I am not, regardless, I'll pay the $90, but I am not reading that meter next year.
Okay, but that's your prerogative.
Because I'm 83 and I'm not crawling underneath that
Perfect.
thing.
Oh, it's hard. It's
You know
hard.
what? Maybe, at this point, I'm not, at this point of the game is that the city should look into different houses and do something about where the meters are. Because our crawl space in a split level is very hard, even for a person of 50 to
Yeah.
crawl underneath.
I do agree. It's hard.
And myself, this is the last year that I'm crawling underneath that crawl space to read the meter. So
Okay.
what do you do in this case? Do I
Yeah,
contact the city?
in this case, I would give you a good suggestion. Call Nancy. She's young and she can,
No,
she,
no.
she can crawl
I'm
in
going to
that.
tell you something, I'll never let a lady crawl underneath there.
Oh, okay, perfect.
Okay?
It's a good suggestion, though. Okay, Bob.
Bob. There you go. But Bob, next year, call me Bob, and I'll
Bob.
come and help you out.
Bob, Nancy.
Bob, next year, Bob, listen to me a second.
Call Nancy.
First of all, call me because we offer services for seniors in Kirkland. So call me. I'll give you a perfect contact in Kirkland that can go over those services. Maybe could be something that could be done with that. And if not, I will come. I will bring somebody with me that will
Hello,
crawl
hello,
and
Carlos.
find it. It'll be my pleasure to help you, Bob. Just call me.
Okay, next question. Okay, Marino.
Just a comment from my own situation. There is a meter that's attached, how should I say, it, outdoors. There's a wire that's connected to somehow electronically or whatever that reads in cubic meters the amount of water that I have consumed. And it's outdoors, so there's no crawling needed. And when you fill in the water consumption, you have the choice of which system to use. So it should
Is it a
be
gadget that you bought?
No,
It came with the house?
no, it was installed, I don't know how many years ago.
It was installed, so it's a gadget. I'm not aware.
But it's a little box,
into it.
there's a wire that goes to down the basement, whatever.
Okay.
And it gives the water reading in cubic meters.
The copper feed comes through the house. So
Yeah. Okay,
So there's no more crawling involved.
okay.
Why don't you?
Hey, just look into it, Bob.
Yes.
You know.
Why, no, not me.
Why,
Why
you
can't
want
the
us to
city-
install it?
Just a minute, just,
No, but
Mr. Mayor, listen. We're in 2025, going into 2026.
yeah,
Hydro-Quebec, natural gas and everything.
Yeah.
They changed their meters how many times?
Yeah.
So that, first of all, I'll give you an example. Hydro, what they did, the meters were in the houses at one time. They came in with a telephone and they read the meter, okay? Now, then they went with fiber
Yeah.
optic and everything, and it's in the air. And,
Yeah.
Because now Hydro-Quebec, nobody goes and reads the meters.
exactly.
Unless
Yeah.
there's a default or something like that. Why can't the city of Kirtland start realizing maybe the meters should be changed to automatically be read, and that's it?
Okay. Thank you for your comments. Thanks,
I
Bob.
want an answer.
I don't have any answer, Bob, for you. That's all.
Mr. Celilitro.
It's an investment of millions of dollars, Bob. And the meters that are currently installed in your home are fine.
Yeah.
So
They're fine to your specs, not to the specs of everybody.
Okay. Okay. Thank you, Bob. Thank you.
I don't know what else to answer you, Bob. That's the answer.
Yeah,
Meters
that's
currently
it.
are working fine. They're in good condition. And you're looking at a huge investment to start converting them over to
Yeah.
electronically read or at a distance read. That would be my answer to your question.
Okay, next question.
Good evening. My name's Joseph Morello.
Morello.
I live on 110 Morley Hill.
Okay.
So
Our neighbor of Marino.
my problem is bigger than that.
Oh.
We are proud to live in Kirkland, and we've been watching to see if there is any project in the near future.
Yeah.
Because either that or I have to do, we don't want to move from Kirkland.
Okay.
So my problem is, do I renovate my house and, look for to stay very long, or hopeful there is some new project of...
But there's two at this present time. There's the Prevel, or the old Merck Frost. We just, a couple of days ago, did the first pelleté de terre for the apartment side. They're building 185 apartments there on 9th level. We'll have just in front of here where you had the Tim Horton and the pizza place there in the Scotiabank, that will be demolished completely. And by the end of next year, because they're starting shortly.
We would like, this is for Ms. Karen Cliff, if we could be informed when there's something.
I'm telling you.
Well, what I mean is
The date itself, but the one at Prevel, they're announcing 2027?
2028.
For the completion of the building itself?
Well,
Here,
sorry, just not to correct you, but they actually said that people would be in place
in,
by 2028.
Okay, and this one here? And this one here will be 6th level, Sautermont? And they're planning? No, Préville, but now I'm talking about Sautermont. That will be probably a little bit faster. It's 12, 13 months. So 12, 13 months for the one on the corner of St. Charles.
I'm
and-
glad to hear that there's something coming, you know.
Yeah, yeah.
So, thank you for the information, and I wish you all good holidays. Merry Christmas.
Yeah, you too, by the way.
Thank you.
Okay, happy holiday. Okay, last question, Bob. Oh,
Just what's going up there, is that for rent or for sale, these?
Rent.
Rent?
They're rentals.
Not the one on St. Charles, I
Both
mean,
places are rentals.
rentals?
Yeah.
Thank you.
There's a combination, Bob, of the Lacy Green project, there is rental buildings, and there will be condo buildings. The first building going up is a rental building.
Exactly.
It's what, 6 stories or 10
No,
stories?
10,
The
that's,
first one is a rental building.
Okay, what
No,
is it?
5
How many
years.
stories?
6, 7, it's the first one that's on the corner closest to Brunswick.
Okay, closer to Brunswick, okay. Okay, I seen what's going on there.
Okay.
Okay, that's going to be in 2028?
for the completion. They're taking reservations at this present time. Like I told you, stop at their office on St. Charles.
I know where it is.
Okay, and they'll take her name down. Okay, next question. Oh, look at who's there.
Boy, do I miss you guys. Look, Merry Christmas, Happy New Year.
You too, Alex.
And this is for the residents behind me. They don't know how damn lucky they are to have a council like you guys. Where I come from, he's a dictator, he's an arrogant SOB,
Yeah.
and you got 2 questions, and if you go with the 3rd question, he has always 2 security guards he throws you out.
Oh, yeah?
And then he says, hey,
Nope.
give me a call.
That's
We'll
in
talk in
Dorval.
the office, you give him a call, a week later, no call.
That's Dorval, eh? Okay.
I'm not brown nosing, but these people behind me, they're lucky to have you guys.
Yep.
You're doing a super job.
Thank you very much, Alex.
You're welcome.
Thank you. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, happy holiday. And our next public meeting, notre prochain meeting du conseil va avoir lieu lundi, janvier le 12, 2026. But you'll be called before, after that for the budget. But just keep in mind, for the public meeting, January the 12th, Monday. Okay, thank you and have a great evening. Okay, I need somebody to close the sitting.
I'll propose the closing, Dominic Zito.
And second,
I will second that. Karen Cliff.
thank you very much.
Merci.
Have a good evening. Merci d'être venu.